Welcome to video to reaction discussion of an anime that I'm shocked it actually got a second season, but I'm very happy. And the name is Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of the game is trash, something like that. Season 2, episode 1. Reaction is not going to commence. Alright, this is before him. Uh-huh. Yes. The real question is though, now to live in it, how do you actually feel? Right. The harem ending. It's always love that saves the world. True? I mean... good question. Right, that's the motivation of this machine. I mean, you can build your own... That's his family? Okay, we're actually getting some of his family, which is weird. Huh? I mean, right, women are kind of the higher priority, right? Oh, that one. Yeah, the internal monologue is great with this guy, I always love it. Yeah? I don't think... did he use it? Huh? Okay. The saint? Oh, right. The other saint. Right. Yeah. His actual little sister from the other world. At least that's my theory. I don't think that was actually proven, but it's almost guaranteed. Flashback. Oh. Okay, are we actually gonna get... Wait, what? Is that not his sister, I thought? End of flashback. Okay, that's fine. It's just... I'm all... Right, her harem. And it's also funny that she actually really dislikes all of them. Yeah, I mean, they're still very capable, right? You can use them. Well, she actually has the exact same opinion as her brother. Right. Meanwhile... Oh, let's see what she thinks about. That is true, you don't need to train her on that. I wonder whether... Oh. Okay, what's this all about? Alright. He did do that. Also, who are those two that he said? I think one of them was at the last season, we saw her for a second. Other NPCs. Are you gonna talk to her about it since you do know she's also another worlder and everything? Huh? Eventually. Alright, I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, that is weird. I guess I didn't notice that. I do remember now that maybe it was good to actually watch the recap. I don't know that one. Oh. I mean, I'm sorry. Obviously, look at the comparison. Okay, I don't think I can even have this. Yeah, I can't have this. Wait, you don't see anything right now. Yeah. Right. Yes. Alright. I'm glad, I guess. The episode really did commit to the joke. Anyway, what's happening? Kinda, after seeing her backstory, I do feel a little bit. Yes! Okay, so he does not know, but he is completely right. Alright, I'm certain eventually he'll figure it out. Maybe whenever she actually starts loving him and then realizes that it's her brother. Anyway. Some hidden backstory with this character. Oh. Yeah, definitely a trap trying to get rid of all these guys. Okay. The episode's done. I think this is a very fun anime. As I said, I really enjoyed season 1. It's one of those shows where the main character is a good person, he does do the good thing. But the way he goes about it, and he very much so is not so noble and dignified that he is not willing to get his get back at people. He's not cruel or horrible about it, but he most definitely will return any malice intent. Malintent? Kinda. Basically, he does take his revenge. I really do enjoy the truly wholesome, nice, always trying to do the good thing, basically making their life 1,000,000 times more difficult main character, where he is just noble through and through, the embodiment of goodness. But I would say maybe my favorite archetype is like this MC. Leon simply is a good person, he really wants to help out, but he does not need to be nice about it. Sometimes he's very crude and mean to others, very much so does not appreciate and doesn't even entertain the other ladies with their attitudes. Obviously he is from our world, so different system, men and women are very much so treated differently. Also he's been pretty severely abused, I suppose, by the lady of the house that he's currently a part of. So yeah, he does not have very positive opinion of many of the women of this world, but slowly but surely through effort and determination he is able to gain the favor of everyone, and also very much so the discontent of many. Also, it is interesting that they are showing us that this is a world where women are the main force. Obviously, they always kind of hold the higher position, but as we saw even in this, the actual discussion of how to get rid of Leon and obviously the companions with whatever plan they have, it was basically solely conducted, there we go, that's the word, by men. But then again, they also did show us right after it that clearly they were speaking to some lady hidden in the shadows, so I think they are kind of consistent with that. The women are the stronger political influence of this world, is what I was getting at. Which I am very interested to when they're actually, if they're actually ever gonna explain why, considering this world does have a lot of lore. Some example being there's some fear, at least I kind of had that fear, and I think Leon mentioned it as well, that this could be our super distant future, and the lore of the world is that magical people, actually basically the new humans that kind of rule this land, actually came from a different world and then invaded our world that was very technologically advanced. Eventually they won with their magical abilities, and also that's why Leon has so many incredible technology, because it's what was technology from whatever time was. The whole reveal that he has some blood of the old humans, even though he also clearly has some blood of the new humans. All that I'm certain will be explained much later on. Sadly enough, I don't think there's gonna be much time for this season, but hey, there is some interesting lore, and I would love an explanation to why women have this advantage over men in this world. Unless maybe it's just the decision to go with the setting, which is sometimes for comedical purposes, others too. Well, we'll see. Anyway, another thing I wanted to say is that Leon is fun with the fact he actually knows what's happening, but even in this episode, mentioning that this saint actually reminds him of his little sister, and we actually learned some interesting things about her, which I guess I should discuss. But yeah, after him thinking about it, I guess he can't even entertain the possibility that his little sister also reincarnates into this world. So I'm kind of hoping they get this over with, because I feel like that's going to greatly change his opinion on everything. Then again, will it? I don't know. Clearly he now has stronger attachment to his father in this world, his family, and also obviously the girls that he's gotten to know and help. But hey, we'll see. That's for something later down the road. Talking about his sister, they really are trying to kind of make her more redeemable in my eyes, which means that maybe I can have hope that she will be a bigger fox this time. Simply put, in the last season she was just the antagonist. There was nothing more than that, and she also seemed incredibly entitled and bratty, which once again kind of makes sense with how this world works. Learning that she was so disrespected and disliked in her own family clearly is, at least in my opinion, is trying to set up the audience for a redemption arc. But I just don't know how they're gonna take it. I don't really want them to go with the thing that because technically they're now in different bodies, entirely different families, she's not going to become a harem member for him, right? I really hope not. Also, it's going to be one of those things where at that point I don't get what's the point of the other guys, her own harem. This is an otome game where obviously, of the male, where there's 15 male love interests, and clearly she's already basically gotten them all, even though in this type of show I'm certain they're gonna reveal that there's a sequel and there's probably more love interest, which I guess brother and sister are gonna get all the absolute peak of this world, collect their own harems, then build their giant families, and we'll see what's going to occur after that. I really wonder how many chapters this show actually is. Not how many chapters, but how many chapters the manga actually is. Or is this a light novel? No idea. But also, another thing to quickly mention, animation wasn't anything spectacular. I feel like episode 1 of season 1 is currently the best animation the show's had so far. But I really do enjoy Leon. I kinda enjoy the comedy just in general when it comes to the show. And hey, I'm very interested to see how it's gonna progress. But for now, let's do that. Let's try to chill there and hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.